So ARK finally released the Community Crunch this week, and console players, well, get ready for some mixed reviews. Xbox players, you have every reason to be excited because we finally have a release date for ASA on the Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and on Windows, and that date is November 14th, and that is 11 days away. Now, guys, I did put out a video yesterday predicting and hoping that we were going to get it this weekend, but obviously that didn't work out. But ultimately, I am very happy that we finally have a concrete date, and we're really not just hanging on to the word soon. PlayStation players, well, this is where things get interesting, because you guys don't actually have an actual date. The best that they can give you is the end of November, and they ended up writing this here. We're hoping to have a more precise date to share with you as soon as we're currently finalizing this with Sony, but it is slated for the end of November. We know this isn't ideal, but we're optimistic we'll be able to share a date very soon. I'm going to be honest, guys, I'm very surprised that consoles will be released at separate times. I honestly thought it was going to be one of those things that both consoles were going to come at once. It's kind of been the plan all along. It was actually all three platforms were going to be coming out all together, and now it's all three are going to be completely separate. It is absolutely crazy, and cynically, unfortunately, I am happy that I'm playing on the Xbox Series X because I do get it a little bit sooner, and I do get a concrete date, only 11 days away, which I'm really, really excited about. Now, let's move on to the next part and talk about the Xbox launch, because there are some really interesting things to talk about here. And first, Lion especially, cross-platform with Steam will be enabled day one. And I feel like this is absolutely out of nowhere, and this is huge, because honestly, I feel like we've been talking about this, and I feel like the devs have brought it up before, where we weren't supposed to get this until January, and all of a sudden now, Xbox specifically, we're getting this in 11 days. Literally, the first time you log into ASA official, you could be going up against Steam players. How do you feel about that? Let me know in the comments below. Now, do keep in mind that it does look like they will be having console-specific servers at launch in case you don't want to team up and go up against Steam right away. You kind of want to dip your feet into ASA a little bit, which is nice. I like that they give you the opportunity to choose what you prefer right at the start. PlayStation also, same thing when you guys get the game launch. Cross-platform with Steam and Xbox will be enabled day one. You guys will also have console-specific servers with higher rates to get everyone synced up in mid-December, which is really, really cool. Again, I think this is kind of one of those things that I think they recognize that console players aren't really too thrilled with the delays and having to wait even longer now, and I think this is a hey, you know, we know this is a shitty situation. We're going to throw this bone at you a little bit sooner than expected as a, hey, we're sorry, guys. And honestly, I think a lot of people are going to be kind of upset about this at the start. But I think once the game rolls out, once we get our hands on it, I think a lot of people are going to really, really appreciate this. Now, before we jump into the next section, they obviously do talk about the bug fixes they've done, performance improvements, and security improvements, and of course, they have done a ton of patches to this game. Now, of course, I play on the Xbox, so I haven't gotten all the patch notes and everything for PC, but I know they've been doing a lot of work in the background, and they honestly deserve everything at this point. They deserve our thanks, they deserve everything. They've done a great job so far. The game looks great. I have only seen snapshots and stuff. I personally haven't checked out the game yet because when it does come to console, I want to have my first experiences with you guys. I want you guys to get my genuine thoughts, opinions, the whole nine, and we'll go over that once it launches on console. But the game looks great so far from what I've seen. A lot of people seem to really be enjoying it. Obviously, the Discord throughout this week has gotten from really bad and negative to, you know, there's people that are just naturally never going to be happy. But for the most part, it seems like it's been turning around and it's been relatively positive. So they've done a great job on their end. They deserve a little bit of a break. I don't know if they're going to get one, but they definitely do. And they definitely deserve our appreciation for all the hard work that they've put in. Now, let's talk about the next part here, and of course, this is all about Extra Life. And guys, this is genuinely why I thought we were getting ASA either today or tomorrow, because of the Extra Life event, which is something that Wildcard always joins in and participates in. They usually do it on Extra Life Game Day, which is tomorrow. It's 11/4. But as we look at the community crunch below, it looks like that they have actually delayed their involvement in the Extra Life event. Now, to answer any questions here, Extra Life Game Day is not delayed. That will still be going on tomorrow, 11/4. It's just Wildcard's involvement in it will not be until December 2nd. And essentially, they go into the reasons why and everything. But ultimately, they want the consoles playing. They also want PC playing. They want everybody involved in the game. They want a stable game. They want everybody to have a great experience. And ultimately, they want to raise a lot of money for this good cause. So I commend them for it. Honestly, I think this would have been an absolutely crazy weekend if console came out to try to run Extra Life with all the bugs and issues that the game has previously had. I think it would have just been an absolute nightmare. So I think this is a good call for them to personally move it back. And yeah, I think this is pretty good. I think ultimately we're looking in a good spot right now. December 2nd, roughly about a month away, we'll have the Extra Life event. It should be a lot of fun. And to wrap up the Community Crunch, there are bonus rates going on the official network. This will be running from November 3rd to November 5th. PvP and PvE will be getting 1.5 times with Harvesting, Taming, and XP, and 1.5 times with Breeding also. Small Tribes 4 times for Harvesting, Taming, XP, and 3.5 in Breeding. Apocalypse maps are going to get 4.5 Harvesting, Taming, XP, and finally Breeding. But ultimately, guys, that is the Community Crunch for this week. And as an Xbox player, I'm excited that I have a concrete date. I'm going to be honest, I was really hoping to get it this weekend. I just want to get my hands on this game, but I do understand with the delay. I'm okay waiting 11 days. PlayStation, obviously, you guys get a little bit of the shorter end of the stick here with a non-official date, but it looks like you guys will be waiting a little bit longer. But ultimately, I think this is the right move for Wildcard. It gives them time to just be able to polish the game a little bit more, get us up to speed with Steam specifically, and I think ultimately when these games come out on consoles, it's going to be looking really good for us. I'm really excited about it. How about you guys? Let me know in the comments down below what you think, but that is going to wrap up this Community Crunch. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's not something that I traditionally do, but I think with obviously all the hype behind this game and waiting for it to come out on console, I think it was necessary to give you guys the deets on what's going on. If you guys want to see more of this, of course, let me know in the comments below. I would love to keep doing this if you guys find it interesting and enjoy this kind of content. But make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more. That's going to wrap this one up. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.